y'all, welcome to High Priestess Glow Tarot. Okay, Aries, this is going to be the shadow work that you need to do on yourself. Okay, but before we get into this video, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to your girl here at High Priestess Glow Tarot so we can have more beautiful readings together in the future. Now let's see, Aries, what the shadow work is that you need to do on yourself. What is the shadow work that Aries... Okay, we have one card falling out. What is the shadow work that Aries needs to work on? What is the shadow work that Aries needs to work on? What is the shadow work that Aries needs to work on? Okay. All right, Aries. So we got here 4 cards that came out and want to talk to you. Okay, Aries. So let's start. So first we got here self-absorbed. Seek to feel what others are feeling. Express empathy to others to overcome this. Okay, Aries, so maybe you might be a little numb to the pain a little bit, or maybe you just might be someone who's not like super emotional, or someone who's just like really like an empathic person like that, you know. So with self-absorbed here, I feel that, you know, open up yourself to feeling what other people are feeling, putting yourself in other people's shoes, you know. I feel like, you know, just being there and just listening is one part, but also like communicating that you understand, communicating that you know, you feel them, you know what I'm saying? Also expressing like, you know, compassion is a big thing as well here. Okay, Aries, so Spirit is saying that you need to overcome this self-absorbedness, you know, like obviously you can deal with things the way that you deal with them if you're just not a super emotional person, if you're just not somebody who, you know, will be the first person that people will run to when it comes to like things that they're going through, whatever it is. If you're not somebody who's really like expressive when it comes to like your emotions, Spirit is saying for you to open up yourself to being that a little more. Open up yourself to being a little more expressive, you know, feeling people out, you know, speaking up on things that come to you. You know, you don't always have to just, you know, listen or just be there, you know what I'm saying? Also being someone who can maybe even give advice as well, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on a similar experiences that you may have, giving certain tools and resources that you've learned to go through with your certain circumstances that might be similar or may even be different from people. But just open up that, you know, that sensitive bone a little more, you know. Stop focusing so much on like maybe like how you are, how you deal with things, how you move through life, and you know what happens for you. Okay, well, you're separating yourself because you're like, well, it ain't me. Well, it's not me that has to deal with it, it's not me that has to go through it, you know. Spirit is saying for you to put yourself in other people's shoes so that you can have better connections and deeper connections. Okay, Aries. So compulsive behaviors. Identify your internal feelings. What are you looking to control or feel for the moment? Ooh, okay, Aries. So maybe some of y'all be acting before you think, okay? I mean, you're a fire sign, so it's kind of sort of like inevitable for y'all to be a little impulsive and a little bit, you know, over the top with your dramatics a little bit, but Aries, for you to identify your internal feelings is very major for you, something that you really need to work on. You need to get to the root of why you react to certain things the way you do, why you even do the things you do. Like, what is the reasoning behind your behaviors and how you move? You know what I mean? That's something that you really need to ask yourself and identify, like, what is the root of it? You know what I mean? Because with the compulsive behaviors, that just means that you just kind of like are somebody who might just do things but not really understand why you're doing them in the moment. But in your moments of how you feel, you kind of explain how you feel through your actions. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it could just be the most. It could just be doing the most. It could just be uncalled for actions. It could just be something that could really just be extra, you know what I mean? And Spirit wants you to identify where those are coming from, like where your reactions and actions are coming from. It says, what are you looking to control or feel in the moment? So in that moment is like, is it something that you feel that you might be lacking, something that you feel that you need to prove, something that is like internally satisfactory for you in the moment? those are things that you really need to ask yourself. Like, what do you actually want to feel in the moment when you are acting out in certain ways, when you're doing certain things that are causing you to do the most, to be extra, you know what I'm saying? Causing you to act before you think. You need to identify those things, because it's actually doing some sort of damage to you. It's actually hindering you from your growth. You know, it's actually probably destroying some relationships as well. So you might want to look into that. Okay, Aries, let's see. Uncompromising. Think about being fair and working in harmony with another person. Okay, so Aries, are you a little just uncompromising? Are you somebody who's not willing to budge, who's not willing to, you know, not win in the moment for the sake of somebody else being able to, like, you know, take the win? Or are you not willing to, like, meet people halfway if you're not feeling like you're getting it all your way? You know what I mean, Aries? So Spirit is saying, like, work together with people. Look at life as working with other people, being there for other people. That ties into being self-absorbed as well. Like, if things aren't going your way, are you the kind of person to just call it quits? Are you the kind of person to walk away? Are you the kind of person to hold a grudge because, you know, throwing a fit? Are you a brat? You know what I'm saying? These are questions that you need to ask yourself, Aries, because if you're uncompromising, then you're living life unfairly. Life is not fair, but at the same time, though, you can make it as fair as you possibly can under your control. Okay, so when you work with other people, it actually brings peace to your life as well. You know what I'm saying? Not having things going all your way, because sometimes you might not have all the answers, Sway. You might not have all the answers, and maybe there's a better way to go about things if you open up your mind, open up your heart, and listen to other people's points of views as well, Aries. You can very much learn from something and grow from something by compromising a little more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's okay. Like, if you're in a relationship and you want to be like the man in the relationship, or like you're trying to set certain boundaries as a woman in a relationship, sometimes you guys can meet halfway, because everybody is very much different, but you guys can communicate in a way that it's not taking from either of you to work together, to where, you know what I'm saying, you guys can meet a happy medium where everybody's happy and not just one person's happy and the other person's mad. Somebody's taking a W and somebody's taking an L. You both can take a W, but it's up to your communication and compromise. Okay, Aries? Yes. Selfish. You are wrapped in your own desires. Try looking at and caring about the needs of others. Okay, Aries? So this is another card telling you that you just too focused on yourself. Okay, you're not allowing yourself to be open to caring about others. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you're someone who's super confident or cocky, or maybe egotistical, and, you know what I'm saying, maybe a little narcissistic. Okay, that's something that you really need to look into, Aries, because if you're just a selfish individual, then it's going to be really hard for you to have real, honest, truthful, genuine relationships. People are going to be around you for maybe like the fun that you bring, maybe like, you know, the looks that you have, superficial stuff, you know, but like the inside is what's going to really carry the weight. People are going to forget how, you know, what you said to them, what you did to them, but they're going to remember how you made them feel, Aries. Okay, and remember that. So try looking at and caring about the needs of others. If you're putting other people's needs before your own sometimes, then it's really going to go right here, as well as being uncompromising. Sometimes it's okay to put the needs of others before your own, and even if you do that, Spirit is saying that don't look at it as like taking a loss. Don't look at it as like, oh, what are you doing for me? What am I getting out of it as well? You know what I'm saying? Spirit wants you to give freely, for you to just give without worrying about taking. Okay, Aries? So stop being selfish. Stop being worried about only you and what you're going to get out of things, and if something is actually beneficial for you. Give more freely. Care about others. You know what I'm saying? Care. Like, literally put the care. Because when you care, you're going to give freely. You're not going to worry about what you're getting out of it. Okay, Aries? So yeah, Aries, this is the shadow work that you need to do. What you need to look into yourself and what you need to focus on. You could be doing this unaware. You could be unaware that you're doing this. Okay, so this is something for you to look deeper into and ask yourself the necessary questions that were asked in this reading. Okay, so yeah, Aries, this video is for you. If you like this video and it resonated with you, go ahead and give this video a big fat thumbs up. Also, comment down below what parts resonated. Let's give some encouragements to the Aries in the reading, okay, other ones that will be watching. And also subscribe to the channel if you are new, so we can have more beautiful readings like this in the future. And I hope to see you in another video soon. Peace.